This video chart presentation of Ladenburg Thalmann Financial Services brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Ladenburg trades on the Amex exchange under the ticker LTS. Interesting chart through here. We can see we got the 50-day moving up towards the 200-day. Fair amount of volatility in this stock. You can see highs to lows, $1.13 up to $1.22. Settled towards the higher side at $1.18 on Friday. 2 straight up days. This may be a case as the fins go, so will LTS, but it looks like it's trying to put itself together a higher low. Possibly going to challenge some resistance levels. See, you've got the MACD histogram trending back towards zero. We reference this quite a bit. On pullbacks, we want to see this MACD try and hold around this zero area, make its rotation, demonstrate another bullish cross, and try and continue the uptrend. Something along those lines. It looks like LTS is trying to make that happen at this point, so that could be a bullish indication of things to come. Similar look with the PPO. The ADX was getting pretty high. You can see it could have gone a little bit higher, but pushing well above 40 at that point. That could have been need of a little bit of a retrace. That's what's going on. Pulled itself back down now, registering just over 30. We'll look for the rotation in that and look for this overall uptrend to continue. Once again, channels. Channels are very strong, whether it's candles or indicators. You look for channels to be maintained. It's a nice look to the ADX. Large separation started happening with the MFI. Bounce goes to 7, heading back towards the 14 and 21. Of course, we're going to look for bullish crosses of the 7 breaking through the 14 and 21, so you can get a push back through 50. Overall, just a great look with the accumulation distribution. Strong uptrend, reiterated by the Chaikin money flow. Spent most of its time in the green. Retrace. It looks like it's going to try and turn again. Buying pressure is still overcoming selling pressure. CCI just did a nosedive with some selling pressure. Again, it looks to be recovering very quickly, back above negative 100. And moving firmly towards zero. Same thing with the full stow. The sell-off, of course, really hit the stow hard. It looks like momentum's coming back into this play now. But a very strong overall look as well to the tricks. Similar to the MACD, look for that zero line to hold. Continue the uptrend. RSIs, nice and neat. All 3 tucked together, moving through 50. We'll have our eye on that for continuation as well. Like to see those longer terms trending over top of 50. You can see right through here. Break through 50, start to trend above it. There goes the price per share. So we're looking for something similar along those lines right here. From a support level, of course, very bottom support down here around 96 cents. Obviously too far outside of stop loss parameters. I'd like to see that $1.10 mark hold on any sort of pullback. Could dip to $1.08. The support's pretty strong all the way through here. I'd like to see it hold that because it keeps it closer to the 50-day. In a perfect world, it would hold right there around $1.15. It's a pretty strong support level, resistance level. That was the recent breakout point. That holds it above the 200-day. That's an ideal support level if it can hold that. If it wants to dip a little lower, I'd like to see it hold $1.10, then try and promptly get right back up over top of those longer-term moving averages. Volume is decent, 290,000 shares traded. See, that's slightly above average, but this does trade pretty regularly, so no real concerns about volume trying to dry up on this or anything. This is going to try and make a run at this resistance point. Of course, the more volume, the better. And that's one thing we'll have our eyes peeled for. On an overall perspective, I wouldn't call this $1.26, $1.25 mark the strongest resistance in the world based on historic patterns, but here in the recent past, it's been a strong resistance level. So that's going to be a pretty big point for it, try and punch through the $1.25. Historically, I'd say it picks up a little more to here around $1.30. Again, a tough point, but this top right here around $1.35, $1.37, that's where the resistance is going to become very strong. Throw this first one back in because I have my eye on this. If it can continue to gather steam here, volume stays strong, and it can pop through this $1.25, I think it'll move through the $1.30 resistance and come up here and try and challenge this old top. That's pretty nice gains, about 20 cents per share from where it is, a little over 10%. There's some pretty close support levels, which is something else that we always look for. And we're seeing some positive things going on with these 50 and 200 days. Of course, bullish charts are trending over top of the 50 and 200 day. And it looks like we're going to get a golden cross, this blue line through this red line, the 50 through the 200 day moving average. So there's some nice things going on with the LTS chart. Of course, as I mentioned, I think that how financials trade, if they get any love this week, is certainly going to have some sort of bearing on this chart. This chart's a great one for the watch list this week, and we'll see how it performs. As always, annotated video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.